Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you finish watching The Fresh and Fit?
We watched like an hour and 10 minutes, I think.
You saw the girls walk off of my question?
No. What was your question?
I asked, what would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? They all said 10. And then next question, who is more likely to self-improve, men or women? They all said women. Improve past 10.
You're a 10.
They walked off.
Nice.
You can't improve past 10. It was funny.
Was this on the girl segment or whatever?
Yeah. You're watching the interview.
Yeah, we watched the interview first. I watched some of the girl section last night, but yeah.
What did the chat think? They don't like me. I mean, your chat gets very like. They got a lot of psychoanalyzers.
Here we go. That's what we do on the internet. We psychoanalyze everybody, right?
You don't have to. You could just like laugh or watch or just be like, yeah, you know.
Serious shit. Talking about real shit out here.
Why can't it just be entertainment?
You don't sell it as entertainment.
You don't think so?
No, you sell it as like life improvement and shit, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to adapt more, but I would say overall, like, I'm based in comedy. Like, my dream as a kid was always to be a comedian, and I think just the funniest shit is the truth.
Yeah, exactly. That's like sometimes people will say this thing where they'll be like, it's not like truth, it's just comedy, you're not supposed to take it seriously.
Yeah.
But the like all good comedy has like elements of truth to it, otherwise it wouldn't be funny.
Who are your
This is Destiny versus Sneako, by the way. Anyway,
favorite comedians? Carlin?
Kind of. Carlin's early stuff was funny. His later stuff was just kind of dark.
Yeah, like that. It was like social commentary towards the end.
Yeah, I'll probably like every mainstream comedian. I loved all the early Dave Chappelle stuff,
Yeah,
obviously. He's gotten a bit darker as well, kind of like Carlin. I like obviously a lot of the Louis C.K. stuff. I used to listen to a lot of Chris Rock. It was really
okay,
funny.
Let's get to the debate. This is annoying. Okay, let's see. Okay.
Like,
no, that's
I'm
true.
I'm not going to tell you. Miami's like, yo, I just got my boobs done. Like,
Sure.
it's just...
In LA, it's like every party is like a networking party. In Miami, they don't have to network because they all have like rich parents. So they just like talk about crystals and do like crazy shit all day, basically.
Is crystals in LA or
I've
Miami?
seen it down in like South Beach. Yeah, it's like all crystal people and shit. But not like ultra hardcore, just like this. Everybody's into like some random weird shit, I guess.
Huh.
But I think it's because, yeah, I don't know. A lot of them, I don't know how these people live down here. A lot of them don't work. It seems like they have rich parents.
You think
Girls,
so?
like, yeah.
Sugar daddies, I don't really kind of...
Stuff like that, I guess.
That's
yeah,
how
but
it
even a lot of the
is.
guys like are just like whatever. Like Melina will be telling me about like some of these people, like how do people live in South Beach? These apartments like $4,000 or $5,000 a month, and she's like, oh well, this one guy said he trades crypto. No, he doesn't. He doesn't fucking trade crypto. No shot.
What does he do?
I have no
you think
fucking.
everybody here's parents' money? Bro, there's a lot of crypto bros down here.
I think it's all rich parents.
Nah, you need to talk to
I think it's
some of
all
these
rich
people.
parents, dude.
Nah, that's not true.
I think it's all rich parents, but
Rich parents, people from like fucking Guatemala and Argentina and all these weird countries, you think they all got rich parents?
if they can move to the U.S., they're not that poor. Okay,
You're
the poor people in Guatemala are still in Guatemala. The poor people in Venezuela are still in Venezuela.
You're underestimating the power of crypto money, man. I've met a lot of crypto bros since I've been here, just like in a couple days.
Yeah, but for every one crypto bro you see that made it, there's like 10,000 more that had to fall for that dude to stand, I think. Because, like, think about it. If you sell crypto at a huge gain, that means somebody lost, right? That's how it works, right?
Yeah, this is where the winners come, man. Miami's the hub of, like, people like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. And you need to not give a fuck to start making money.
Okay.
Do you still
That's
think...
cool.
What's funny, you're a millionaire, right?
Barely.
Yeah. I was thinking back to our past couple debates, and I found it, like, a little funny that, like, I was the one defending going to get money. I'm still paying off my student loans. Like, my bag, like, I had my first 6-figure month last month. I could finally pay that shit off, and I'm, like, trying to promote ambition. I want people to see the progress that I'm going to make when I'm going to inevitably become a multimillionaire. And it's funny that I was debating you, and you were like, money is like chasing a spiritual void. And I'm like, yeah, chase the bag. And you're a millionaire, and I'm not.
Yeah, but I'm also 10 years older than you, right? I'm 33.
Okay.
So I've had a lot more time to do it.
What's the point?
As in, you don't have to be a millionaire by the time you're 24.
You don't have to, but isn't that better? Why would you not? You want to be a millionaire younger so you can enjoy your young years having a...
That's right.
I think it depends on like what kind of life you want to live. Depends on what you're going for.
It doesn't even matter. Like the life is better with money. It is.
True.
But sometimes you got to make a lot of sacrifices to get that money.
Yeah,
I think that's the scary
indeed.
thing.
Yeah, that's a scary thing. But like, don't you think you promote like a level of complacency? Like by saying it's scary, like that life is scary. Life is hard.
I don't think it's complacency. I think there's a lot of ways you can challenge yourself. That isn't just how much money you can
How
get.
else can you challenge yourself?
You can challenge yourself to be a better friend. You can challenge yourself to be a better
Oh my god, no. No, Destiny. What? Okay. There are many ways you can challenge yourself, yes. But it's not being a better friend or being a nicer guy. What? What? But no. That is 100% promoting complacency. Hello and welcome to the Helios blog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. If you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub, hit all for notifications. If you'd like to support me, I do have a Patreon with exclusive content. Patreon.com/theheliosblog. Just subscribe to any tier, any level of support is appreciated. This is Sneako and Destiny debating the red pill, and I think I'll do probably 3 videos on this. So I'll try to listen to the whole thing. I'll react throughout, and I hope you enjoy.
For your family, you can challenge your body, you can work out, you can do stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can challenge yourself to grow in some kind of like hobby, discipline, passion.
True.
It could
Yes.
be music, it could be video games, it could be a sport, it could be
Right, but
whatever.
if you challenge yourself in music, video games, all that shit, isn't the highest level of that making money off of it? If
Indeed.
you're playing video games all day, like the best thing you could do as a gamer is being a streamer and making money, or going pro. If you're playing fucking instruments, the highest level is being in a big band, making money.
I feel like what you're looking for at the end of the day, what I would say, is you're looking for some kind of fulfillment. It's not just money. Because you can find a lot of musicians.
Okay, like, sure, but again, this like vague fulfillment language garbage is the language of emotionalism. It's the language of women. It's not like it's not actually about fulfillment. I mean, unless by fulfillment you mean security and long-term stability, right? Like, no, this is ridiculous. What the hell is this crap? Destiny.
Musicians that make money that don't feel very fulfilled because they're making the kind of music they don't want to make. You find this throughout all of art and entertainment. People that are doing, you can find this in the YouTube world. People that want to work on like long form cool content, but instead they've got to churn out these like 10-minute like shitty pop reaction videos or whatever because that's what they have to do. That's probably, you probably feel that to some extent, right?
Well, I was doing
because
this for 9 years, bro.
Yeah, and I've watched some of your, I was really surprised because I thought you were just a crazy fucking dude. But I went to your main channel, I watched some of your like longer form videos. I was like, oh, some of this is like cool stuff.
You know what would be really good that we could react to? Did you see Patrick CC's new video on me called Sneako's Going Insane, but it's working? I think he's saying a lot of the same shit that you're saying. I was going to save that for my season 3 of reaction, but if you want to watch that, I think that's a good one.
Okay.
Would you be down? Like, it goes over.
You want to watch it like right now? I don't know if I have speakers.
That's fine.
I'll probably figure something out,
but everybody's calling me crazy. Everybody's calling me insane. Everybody's like saying take your meds. Everybody thinks that like there's something wrong with me. Everybody's psychoanalyzing me, and it's just funny. Like from my team, from the outside looking and reading these comments, he's putting it in a character. It's just like I'm just me, man.
Sure. I think the difficult thing for you is that if you have a way of viewing the world through like the super red pill mentality, and you've got a way of seeing like the Matrix, then the responses that they're giving you are exactly what you would expect.
From people inside the Matrix.
Yeah, you would expect them to call you crazy. Like if you were Neo and everybody is calling you an idiot or crazy or lunatic, then I mean, of course that's what you would expect them to say, right?
But it happens so much in history that they call, like Chappelle was called crazy, one of your favorites. Carlin was called crazy, he got censored just like I'm getting censored. Like there's a level when you start speaking about the real shit, they're going to actively try to silence it. And I don't know why.
That's right. That's exactly how that works. I mean, it happened to Tate. It happens, again, to anyone that says the truth. And it's funny that this guy, Destiny, is speaking from the position of being like, of being right. He assumes that his perspective is correct because everyone believes it. But again, like, just because you believe something doesn't mean it's actually true. Again, you must, what's it called? Experiment and see what actually works in order to determine what is true and what is false, right? So if everybody tells you be a nice guy, just be yourself, and then you try it and it doesn't work, then how can you believe what those people say? Whereas if somebody tells you, money, status, looks, right, and you work on that, and then you're able to get women where before you couldn't, and you're the same person. Like, who do you believe? Do you believe the people that are telling you just be nice, just be yourself, or do you believe the people that are telling you the truth? Right? Like, that's ultimately what this red pill stuff is about. It's just the truth versus pretty lies, right? I would prefer to be told the truth than pretty lies.
Why people don't take those examples, like calling Kanye crazy for years. Kanye is a billionaire. Like, is he really crazy, or is he just, more successful?
He's a little crazy, but like people that burn witches at the stake were also crazy. People that thought the world was flat were also crazy. People that thought that, there were gods in the sky that, were bowling and that's where fucking thunder came from. Those people were crazy too. There's a lot of...
Right, but here's the thing. This womanist religion, womanism, it is the new religion. The same way that people, believed that the earth was flat, that the sun orbited around the earth, the same people that believe that there were sky gods and, when they were angry, hitting their anvil and thunderstruck, that same sort of thing, which is, I just believe it because I believe it. I believe it because it's my belief set. They don't believe it because it's actual true reality supported by facts, data, and statistics. And again, people like Destiny, right? They don't believe in reality. They just believe in what they're told to believe, effectively.
Crazy people that ended up not being right. We remember the ones that were right, but we don't remember all the ones that were wrong. There's a saying that I repeat this often. A cat that touches a hot stove will never touch a hot stove again, but they'll also never touch a cold stove again, right? Like, we have a really hard time, you have one bad experience with something and you avoid something completely, but then you end up writing off so much more than what you could otherwise. You end up.
So what he's saying is, what he's implying is, you get burned by a girl once and then you stopped being a nice guy, but you should have been a nice guy the whole time because being a nice guy works. But it works for Destiny because Destiny is a millionaire at 30, right? But it doesn't work for any other man, right? Like, it works for millionaires despite, right? It works for them despite their beliefs, not because of them, right? But Destiny is conflating, like, you should have just been nice the whole time, right? It's like the cat touching the hot stove, not touching the cold stove. Like, you got into one bad relationship, and so, it was just that specific girl. That one girl was bad, and you can find a good one. But no, in the modern world in 2022, it's not one girl that's bad. It's a large group, and you have to understand how women work to avoid that large group. But you're taught that women are sugar spice and everything nice. And so when you have that belief set, you get burned over and over and over, and you think that all stoves are terrible, right? You treat all the guns as though they're loaded, you see? So, no, this is ridiculous. You should never teach men just touch the stove again. It could be cold next time. Like, no. You have to understand, right? Why was the stove hot? You have to understand the nature underneath the thing, right? And not just go blindly into it again.
Missing out on like so much more than you could if you would like explore it a little bit more, look in a little bit deeper, rather than having like one or two bad experiences with a certain type of people and then being like, these people are all bots, they're crazy, like I'm gonna go do my own thing or whatever.
Why is it not crazy to make $50K a year and just have to serve people your whole life and be stuck and do? Why is that not crazy? And then the people who don't have to do all that and don't listen to the rules and get to do whatever they want, why is that considered crazy? But all the people that
I agree. Great logic, Sneako. I agree entirely. That's why a lot of men, they do the silencing crazy shit, and then they start a side business in order to be free, right? That's why they do it. That's literally that's why. It's because of that. So I agree entirely. Great job.
The 99% of people who just obey all these orders, why is that not crazy? Why is that seen as the norm?
Everybody can be crazy. There's crazy.
Okay, if everybody's crazy,
well,
then
no. Wait. I said everybody can be crazy. But whether or not somebody's crazy doesn't have to do with the amount of money they're making, right? At the end of the day, it took me a while to learn this, but at the end of the day, you're always serving somebody, whether you want to or not.
Who do you think I'm serving?
Your audience.
Indeed.
Or you might be serving advertising. Sure, you might be okay with that, and that's cool. And some people are okay serving like the barista that tells them what to do at Starbucks. Or some people are okay with serving, a manager at a corporate thing, hedge fund, whatever.
Serving my audience. How am I serving my audience though?
Because you are in some ways captive to their attentions. Yeah, you have to entertain them. You got to put out videos for them. You have to do things that.
But I don't do what they want me to do. If I did what they want me to do, I'd just be okay, and I would okay, and then I would listen, and I would get the brand deals. I get none of that. I get censored. I don't get any brand deals, and half the people who watch it are like, they're just psychoanalyzing it, and they can't comprehend why I am the way I am.
Sure, but
that's not serving them. That's just providing them entertainment.
Yeah, you're kind of like living the dream of there's that saying, do what.
You know what this is? It's actually what's his name? The guy that went with the lantern during the day looking for an honest man, and who told Alexander the Great to get out of his sunlight. What's his name? The cynic. One sec. Famous cynic. I'm gonna look it up because it's escaping me right now. His name. Diogenes, right? He's literally Diogenes of Sinope. Yeah, that's the guy who like he lived in a barrel, right? And then Alexander the Great comes by and he's like, "Oh, so you're the great Diogenes." And Diogenes is like, "Get out of my sunlight." He's like, Alex meets him and he's like, "I'll give you one wish, right? Because you're so famous, I respect your way of thinking, etc. Because Alexander was raised taught by Aristotle, right?" And Diogenes is like, "Okay, get out of my sunlight." But there's a deeper thing to this, which is he got maybe the most powerful man in the entire world, at least from Diogenes' perspective, unless Diogenes was a little bit more well-read and understood that there were other empires in the world. But anyway, Alexander was certainly one of the most powerful men on earth. He got that man to move out of the way, right? He made that man obey. And it's a beautiful thing, if you think about it, what Diogenes was capable of doing. And I understand, like Sneako's, what he's trying to do is he's trying to make money, right? So he's saying whatever it takes to get as many eyeballs on him as possible. But still, that he is not directly but indirectly spreading the truth means that we can appreciate what he's doing, right?
What you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I feel similarly.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, as long as you live in a society, we're kind of like, we're tied into the metrics somehow. We got to pay taxes. You got to. There's always some form.
There's ways around it.
They're not legal ways. I mean,
literally, there's legal ways, man. You get your LLC, you move out to different countries.
I've got my LLC. I live in a state with I do distributions with my company. I've got okay. When you start talking, now we're talking tax evasion. Okay, not avoidance. I'm just saying that like when you talk about the industry making 50K or 500K or whatever, I know a lot of people that live pretty hollow lives that make a lot of money.
Right. Sure.
Do you think Hassan is happy when you watch him on his stream and you see how he right? That dude makes. No. I think that guy might pull 7 figures a month.
Well, that guy's not funny. Like I'm trying.
Yeah, but regardless,
like
he's like entertainment. I think that's the example of a type of guy. Here's another thing that I'll say.
But we're nothing alike. That's not.
Sure, you might not be. I don't think Andrew Tate is happy.
That's cap.
I don't think that.
Okay, that again. Yeah, I agree. I think Andrew is very happy. In fact, he's very happy to be. He's very happy to be sort of manipulating the system cynically to his advantage, and he thrives on that. And again, this idea, right, that life is about being happy or being unhappy is actually a very feminine way of thinking. Like, life is not necessarily about being happy or being unhappy. Like, life is about a lot of things, but in my opinion, life is about greatness, right? Life is about starting off as nothing and the hero's journey, going from zero to hero and then there and back again, right? That is life. Life is the hero's journey, right? I don't think it's about being happy. Like in the hero's journey, you experience everything. You experience the ups, you experience the downs, you experience the boring, you experience the exciting, you experience everything, right? But in the process of experiencing all of that, you go from being a zero to being a hero, and that's the point. The point is you build up your skills, you build up your abilities, you build up your money, you build up your muscles by stressing your body, by, pushing on yourself, by, and that is life, right? And it's not necessarily about being happy. So Destiny here is tricked. He's been tricked by the modern matriarchy to believe that life is about fulfillment or happiness in some way. Like, sure, life contains moments of happiness, yes. But is life about happiness? That I believe that's actually incorrect.
That dude is a happy guy.
Cap,
I don't think he's a happy dude.
Why?
He doesn't have a good woman in his life.
Oh my God.
You can't.
Right. You can't be happy without a good woman. Okay, like, come on. Like, what? Okay, there are literally Buddhist monks that spent their entire lives never having had a woman, or, having had one or two women in their entire lives, and they were happy. They were fulfilled. Like, no, that's bullshit. You can totally be happy without a girl. Like, it's possible. There are guys that have lived in the forest by themselves for years, basically living the lives of a hermit, no good woman around, and they were also happy. Like, no. So this is stupid. This is just not a thing. Okay, let's continue.
have many good women.
Yeah, you can.
Somebody that gives you more than just pussy, like some sort of
you
like
have many
deeper
of them.
fulfillment. I don't think so.
Deeper.
I don't,
Okay, like, again, this is some bullshit, right? Like saying, like, okay, and who's destiny to say that none of those girls that you're sleeping with are giving you anything other than their bodies? Like, a lot of women, like, they'll give more than just their bodies, even if they're your friends with benefits. Like the word friend is in there. It's very possible to be very happy and have girls that you're not seeing seriously or super seriously. It's possible. So no, destiny is wrong about this. It's totally possible to have like to be with women that love you and like multiple and to be fulfilled and happy. It's totally possible. But destiny believes that unless you're in a monogamous, committed, serious relationship where women are favored, he believes that if you're not in such a relationship, then there's something wrong with you, right? So no, this is wrong. Destiny is just a useful idiot.
Fulfillment is some matrix shit, bro. Women don't provide that much. Like, what do you really do with your girl? Like, okay, you watch a movie, you talk, like, but mostly you talk online. Like, what are you really talking about?
You can't imagine or envision any type of like deeper connection.
Tell me
with a
what that
person.
is. Tell me. I've been in relationships. I've been in many relationships with girls from all over the world. Like, ultimately, like, and it's okay.
I feel like you're
deeper fulfillment.
At some point, I think a goal in life is to find a partner that you feel like you can.
Oh,
like, build on the journey.
no! I'm gonna stop you right there. Destiny said the famous word. Are you ready? I don't know if you guys caught it. He said partner. He didn't say wife. He said partner. So destiny is coming from the perspective of an egalitarian, equalist relationship, right? Men and women are equal. Men and women are the same. Men and women are equal partners. No, that is not how the world works. Men are the leaders of the relationship. Men, because women are hypergamous, they want a man who's superior to them. So they want a man who's stronger, smarter, faster, more intelligent, makes more money, and who leads. So no, Destiny, you're absolutely wrong about this. You're totally wrong. No. We're partner.
Life with. It's somebody that you share your thoughts and feelings with. It's somebody you share struggles with. You go through life moving to different places, traveling around. Like you might share hobbies.
Why with one?
Because typically
that's programming, man.
It's not programming. That's
the idea of one wife. This is my wife.
How many close friends do you have?
5, 6.
Why not 30?
Huh?
Why not 30?
Because
why not 50?
I can't displace my time to that.
Yeah. You don't have time to build those really deep relationships with 5 or 6.
That's not why you okay, sure, you don't have time to build those deep connections. So what Destiny is saying is that it's impossible to have a deep connection with a girl if you're seeing other girls. But no, it is possible. You can have one main girl and side girls, and then you devote more time into the main girl and less time into the side girls, and there you go. Like, it's very possible to do what Destiny's talking about. He's just so tricked by the modern matriarchy, so tricked into, you have to be monogamous, you have to do it the way girls want, you have to be X. He's so tricked by that he has no idea how to do it the way that favors men, right? He only knows how to do it the way that favors women. Let's continue.
7 or 20 different women. You can't do that. Like the type of time that you need.
Yeah, but friends and girlfriends are different relationships.
Yeah, a girlfriend should be more.
No, a girlfriend can be in love with you, and I can think, yeah, she's aight. She's aight. You my girl, but she loves me.
Okay, I mean, if that's your view, I can't change your mind on it. But I think at some point in your life, you're gonna want something a little bit more, because those types of relationships are pretty empty. They're not very fulfilling.
False. What? Again, Destiny is putting So what he's saying here is effectively his religion. So his religion says that you should be in a fulfilling, committed, monogamous relationship. And if you're not, you're doing it wrong. That's what Destiny's saying. And like Sneako here is, all he's saying is that he's not interested in such a serious relationship at this point in his life, and he's smart because he's 23. There is no reason to be in such a relationship. Yeah, and he can just bounce from girl to girl, right? And sure, maybe at some later point in your life, you want to have like a more serious relationship, and you could totally do that, right? Or you could have a more serious relationship and then have girls on the side. You could do that too. Like, there's multiple different options that are correct for men. You could even have just a monogamous girl, and you could just have a monogamous girl and then have the option to be with other girls and once in a while cheat. Like, you could do that too. I mean, I'm not saying that that's morally correct, but it is something that you can do, which Destiny doesn't seem to even fathom. This is possible. It's not fulfilling to do that. It's so bad. It's it's against what you should be doing. Like, it's all like prescriptions, and not only prescriptions, it's also like moralistic kind of prescriptions. It's like, this is how you should do it because a good boy does it this way. Like, no, like who cares, right? By the way, you see on the left you see the AF, and on the right you see the BB. Like,
So where's the fulfillment come for you in your relationships?
From having
emotional
it's
connection.
like from the time and history that you share with each other, the memories you make with each other, and then the challenges and the things that you do together as you go.
Okay, so what he's describing is just spending time with them. Okay, so the fulfillment comes from emotional connection and deepening of the relationship. This is what a girl would say. Like, Destiny's literally talking like a girl.
Through life. So it might be like big life events, like having somebody you can talk to about like important things going on in your life. It might be...
No, what? You don't share your problems with your girl. Man, there's so much wrong with this. Okay, we're going to continue in video 2, okay? We're going to end the video here, and we'll continue in the second video, okay? So, again, guys, thank you so much for listening, especially if you took the time out of your busy day to listen to the end of the video. Again, if you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub, hit all for notifications. If you'd like to support me, I do have a Patreon with exclusive content. It's patreon.com/theheliosblog. All right, I will see you next video. Thank you.